Hey, Nerfherders, Addy Thomas. Yes, this is just a little disclaimer. Before we go into the episode of Scruffy Nerfherders today, we recorded this episode in the middle of November, okay? It was actually November 15th. So I just want to give you a little disclaimer. We did not copy a moment at the very end of this episode from The Last Jedi. It is amazing that, like, what is it, 3 weeks after The Last Jedi released, this moment happened. You'll recognize it when it happens. Obviously, if you haven't seen Last Jedi yet, somehow, I don't want to spoil a big moment in The Last Jedi, but again, that we did not intend to copy it. It's incredible that that there's this kind of big moment at the end that is very similar to a moment in The Last Jedi. But go ahead. The episode is still fun. We got all sorts of crazy shenanigans that you expect from our Scruffy Nerfherders in this episode too. So enjoy. Hey, Nerfherders, I'm Addy Thomas.
I'm Ben Milton.
And I'm Corey Putnam.
I'm J. Mike Folsom.
And I'm Sean.
And I'm Case Aiken.
Thanks for joining us for another session of the Scruffy Nerfherders. We've got more craziness along with our Scruffy Nerfherders in their adventures in just a second. But before we get to that, just wanted to let you know that you can follow all of our podcasts on our website, certainpov.com. You have Another Pass, you have Certain Point of Views, news and reviews, and all sorts of other fun stuff soon. Well, if you haven't by this time, actually, Ben will have eaten a shoe because of a bet he made. So we're looking forward to that.
Yep. I will honor the so-called bet.
It was a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, at best. At best. But I will still
But it was
honor
still your hubris that led you to eating a shoe. That's the point. Either way, all of those shenanigans you can follow on all of our podcasts, and you can find them at certainpov.com. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to those podcasts. Again, certainpov.com. Let's go ahead and let's introduce everyone who's part of this D20 game. I am playing the Force Adept Keldor Fosho, and Ben.
I am playing Phallus Vag Killer. I'm a human fringer.
Corey.
Awesome. And my name is Hu Flung Dong and Misa Gungun. And I'm actually a soldier. Failed pop artist, joined the rebellion.
And then J. Mike.
My name is Stembolt Tenor. I'm a Zabrak tech specialist.
And then Sean.
And I play Fendir Pickup Ithorian Scout. I am brown, tall, and nothing but ball.
And then, of course, we also have the all-seeing, all-knowing deity that binds us and, holds this group together, Case.
And as your dungeon master for this evening, could I have everyone roll a d20 for me for the recap?
7.
3.
11.
12.
18.
Well, Sean, I guess you've got the recap.
Yes!
All right, so if I remember correctly, Reggie and I stayed out of range on the Cosmopolitan Swift, hanging out. Everyone else went into the graveyard of Alderaan to find a group of diplomats who survived the destruction and came back to pay their respects. Now, the Nerfherders boarded the Corellian Corvette, and Phaelius disguised himself as one of the crew, snuck up to the office of, Falcon Dragon, right? I think that's it. And convinced him that the rebellion wasn't behind the destruction of Alderaan. Not sure we're buying that, but then meanwhile, everyone else was hiding out in the crewman's room, and then the crewman came back to play video games with his friend, and Stembolt and Hoof were going to kill them. To spare their lives, Foe used the power of friendship and the Force and got most of the crew involved in a major video game tournament. Here, Phaelius and Falcon Dragon came out to find them, and that was when the ship was boarded by these armored warriors dressed in red and black. And can't wait to see what that's all about, because we're about to find out. And yeah, I think that about sums it up.
Stembolt, you are first to act. You do not know what is directly around the corner. You just see the trepidation that comes across the face of Faux Show. As far as you can tell, given his weird metal prostheses attached to his face.
Kill them all.
Something's there. You don't think it's a full.
bad.
You're not seeing blaster fire, and you're not hearing like a ton of people.
What are you gonna do, J-White? Shoot them all!
I don't have any. Actually,
Don't you have a blaster?
no.
You didn't.
You
find,
didn't bring a blaster?
You couldn't
No,
fit
because
one
I
on
could
his suit.
Remember
Oh,
that
that's
I-
right.
Can I sleight of hand a blaster off somebody else?
Yes, you may.
22.
Okay, you pull out a really nice heavy blaster off of one of the guards there. Like it was actually in their hands, but somehow it just wasn't anymore.
All right.
All right, Zabrak's got chicks.
So the heavy blaster does 3d6 damage when you fire at someone.
Kill them all, J-Mike. Kill them all. Suppressive fire.
We don't even know what it is.
Roll the die 20. Doesn't have to
So
shoot.
you took one. If you want, you can try to steal a second one.
So a second.
Okay.
Oh no.
26.
Yeah, you steal a second heavy blaster from another guard. So now you've got two heavy blasters, one in each hand.
Dual wield.
And you've readied yourself like that's a pretty quick action. But now you're ready for whatever is about to come around the corner.
Yay!
All right.
Wait, so quick thing. So with my Farseed, like you said red armor, black mesh red armor
Yeah.
plates. Do they look like stormtroopers or Imperial, or do they look like mercenaries? Like
It's give me a what knowledges do you guys have? Oh, what knowledges does Foe have?
I got Jedi lore. That was it.
I'll let Jedi lore count for this.
Okay.
Give me a roll.
17.
Yeah, this is Imperial Guard. You know that, well, obviously, that this is the attire they wear when they're out in field missions, not when they're like in their formal wear guarding the Empire himself, or the Emperor himself. You know that often they take potentially force adept children and raise them into being the most elite guard possible. They're not being taught Jedi or Sith ways, but they are basically being focused into being the best human guard, or best human guard that they could be, not knowing the extent of their force powers that they could have had they been otherwise trained.
Okay.
And that they are proficient in dual Vibroblades, which are what the one is, and also quite good shots.
All right.
We're fucked.
We all
Use your friend thing.
Where's your friend magic now?
Yeah, where is it, fool? Where's that one?
I mean, the more the merrier for
got the whole
fantasy pod racing league. Maybe I should offer them.
Lifetime
You guys want to
membership.
join the Modest Fantasy Pod Racing League?
Lifetime membership for
Failure,
no
you're
with the
up.
fee. I got a blaster, so I'm gonna blast him.
So you're going to pop around the corner and blast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blast now, ask questions later.
What's your
That's
defense?
what I did to his mom. What?
What's your defense?
Uh-oh.
I don't have any. 14.
Take 4 points of vitality damage.
Farewell.
One of them had readied for someone to come around the corner.
Of course he did.
But you are able to get a shot off.
Pew pew. Do I hit him? How do I know?
Roll an attack roll. A ranged attack roll.
16.
That hits.
Awesome. Blaster.
2d6.
8.
All right. The second one in the group. The first one is the one who shot you. The second one, sort of the middle one, is the one you actually get a shot off at.
Awesome. What the hell are those guys?
He drops his blaster.
Yes.
Do you just stand there?
No, I duck back around the corner where I'm safe. I'm not gonna stand there and get shot again.
All right. Okay. So Yeah, you did that. Foe, you're up, and he just was shouting out a question.
I just shouted, "What the hell are they?"
Those are the elite Imperial Guard when they're in their special forces mission. So we got a serious problem. We got to get out of here, but I don't. Well,
I'm sorry. Did you say Imperial Guards?
yes, yeah, Imperial.
That's what's around the corner there?
Yeah.
We've been boarded by Imperials.
Yes, and considering how they entered, I don't think anybody here is safe.
Oh God, their mission must have been to kill me all along. They must have thought that we were... Man, the Empire has betrayed us.
I know you guys just met us, but I think we're all in the same boat here. And I'd like to think that this past few hours when we've been playing video games have really meant something.
Give me a diplomacy roll on that one.
Even I don't buy that one. Come on, diplomacy, Addy. Come on, Addy. Probably not.
15.
Oh, that's not bad.
There's a half-hearted hurrah from people.
It's gonna say Christmas Day, but it'll work.
You hear
Into the breach just once more.
you hear what starts off as a mutter and then turns into a repeated chant of, "Remember Alderaan! Remember Alderaan!" As you start to work up the people there with Lieutenant Commander Dragon sort of like helping to sort of rally people. Two of the guards are like, "Hey, where'd my gun go?" But they're all getting excited. Do you do anything else, or?
Can I use a force power real quick? I got battle mind to inspire the group, everyone around us to
Yeah, go for it.
Get a little bit more
Call,
proficient.
Addy. Woo! Do it. Do it.
14.
You are able to incite everyone to be more more in sync with each other. It's not the strongest link you could possibly make, but it is a successful link. Everyone's sort of now starting to kind of like have this like pack mentality to them without even knowing it. Like they sync up in unseen ways, but you see movements and positioning.
Cycle.
Yes, just like that.
Exactly.
Apt analogy. That's exactly what I was going for.
Thank you.
That's 100% the exact thing that I was trying to set up by this. I wasn't trying to make any sort of analogy to sort of like pack hunters or anything like that. No, I was trying to make a joke about menstruation.
Thank you.
That's where
You nailed it.
Yep.
Nice.
Blood, like the Imperial Guards capes. No, but that was a successful sort of like pump up, but you do take 4 points of vitality damage. And Hoof, you're up.
Boom. Well, I have 2 blasters too now because I already had them, so I got them drawn. What are we shooting at?
The guys in red and black.
They're around the corner.
All right, I'm shooting.
Okay, you've been pumped up, so you actually get advantage when you come around the corner, but you probably will draw an attack of opportunity from someone when you do.
Okay.
Okay? So, what's your defense? Is the first question. Defense is directly under.
It's just straight defense. You just
Oh, it's just straight defense.
It's just
Sorry.
the number.
It's just 19.
It's just the number.
Yeah, it's 19.
Yep.
All right, thanks. Now I
Okay.
know how to use defense.
So now,
learning.
give me an attack. If you're doing 2 shots,
Yeah.
give me 2 shots with advantage for your ranged attack rolls.
And that's plus
Whatever the ranged. See what
range.
ranged
Yeah, cool.
is plus whatever that is.
13 and 17.
Okay, 1 shot hits.
Oh.
But you also get shot. So give me a 2d6 roll for your blasters. But you take 9 points of vitality damage.
Just a flesh wound. 7, 4, and 3.
Okay. That center one takes another hit. His armor seems to absorb most of the impact, but he's definitely been targeted and is not the implacable foe that he might have been otherwise. Pew pew! All right, Stimbolt,
What do we
you're
do?
up. You've seen blaster fire come from around the corner. You have a strong suspicion now that Faux Show has said something, but what do you do?
Can I fire too?
Yeah, you can come around the
I
corner.
think you should run away.
I could.
This is your chance, J. Mike, run!
And get shot in the back. Anyway, if I lead around the corner, I'm gonna get shot too, right?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Just shoot.
Yeah, I'll take a couple shots.
Okay. First off, your defense.
14.
Okay, so you do take a hit when you come around the corner. Take 4 points of vitality damage.
It's nothing. You're fine.
Walk it off.
Oh wait, sorry. The blaster was knocked out of that guy's hand, so he actually couldn't make that shot. So no one shot you.
Yay! Just kidding.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
There are 3 of them, right?
There's 3 of them, but the first one, the one who's taking the damage, that dropped his blaster.
Yeah, I shot the blaster out of him.
Thank you for you.
You're welcome. That's what I do. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, because you're doing.
Welcome.
Nice.
No, with that.
8 and 16.
With your attack modifier.
Oh,
The
11 and 19.
The 19 hits. So give me a 3d6 roll.
Really? Are
No,
those
I-
ones?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you hit him 3 points?
No, you got 4.
4 points?
Might as well have been 3. It would have done the same thing, which is nothing. It would have done nothing.
And you were criticizing forced friendship, sir.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You got the big guns!
I don't know what happened.
So dual wield. Disappointed me.
All right. And do you do the hide back behind the?
Yes, I
Okay.
hide back in
Yes,
shame.
and you should.
In shame.
Is everyone on the same side of the same corner? Are
Yeah, you're all around the
All
same-
like
all
packed in
around
it.
the-
We're the only ones shooting? Can we
So
get...
you're actually kind of blocking the crowd of people behind you.
exactly, like that have all been motivated to fight. And everyone's pumped up and just not able to do anything.
So, the first of the guards is ready to act. He draws his blaster up and fires at a fire extinguisher against the wall.
No,
and it starts
he's using
hissing.
our mask.
It starts hissing gas and smoke, or not smoke, but mist out, obscuring your vision from where you guys are positioned.
using our trick against us?
No, it's perfect because we can have everyone move into better positions so we're not all in the same corner and taking turns popping out. That's not effective.
So you guys have your vision obscured by this mist coming off of a fire extinguisher. From the mist beyond your field of vision, 2 shots ring out from the mist.
Well, it's a nice knowing you guys.
You take 10 points of vitality damage.
Oh, you're fine.
And then give me some positioning here. I'm kind of picturing it as foe being the closest to the corner. But how are you actually sort of lined up?
Well, since these guys have been taking shots, I think they would be closer to the corner.
Okay, so probably
I haven't taken a shot yet.
Okay, so probably Stimbolt's the closest because he was the one who took the last
Most
shot.
recent shot.
Okay. So in that scenario, it's Stimbolt, Hoof, then Phalius is the sequence there. Okay.
Quick question. I know, as far as positioning, is the hall that they're coming down, are there any other hallways accessible to their path? Or are there any other doorways or anything? Or are we the first,
Past
turn?
them is the other airlock, if they went straight from where they were facing.
So we got to get by them to get to our airlock to get to...
Correct. Behind you, so you could go in a square around because they're coming. The way you were positioned is there was airlock, hallway,
The
ran
living
along,
quarters that we're
and
all
then
talking
around the
about.
corner there. So you could actually go in a square to get around them to where they came in from.
Okay.
But
I have an idea.
coming out of the mist, the one whose armor had taken a couple of hits, leaps out and attacks Hoof.
Bring it on.
I've always loved you.
Flesh wound.
Hoof. Your defense is 19. Okay. You take 5 points of vitality damage, barely avoiding a deep cut from his Vibroblade.
Whoa. That was close.
He's now standing right there in the midst of you all, spinning this Vibroblade around.
All right, I am going to shoot this guy spinning his Vibroblade at us in the head.
You're calling the shot?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage as you try to shoot him in the head directly.
17.
That hits. Give me a roll. 2d6.
7.
The helmet itself is clearly cracked by the shot. He's still standing there.
Damn it!
But you shot him squarely in the face. His armor just took the hit. You're not sure how good his visibility is now.
Heroic Surge.
Go for it.
I'm going to grab his Vibroblade from his hand. Grab his Vibroblade out of his hands.
Sorry, repeat that.
I'm going to grab his as he's stuck, like his head snapped back. I can see his defeat, so he can't. I'm not sure he can see very well, so I'm just going to grab the Vibroblade and pull it out of his hands.
Okay.
And disarm it.
Give me an opposed strength check.
What does that mean?
So give me a strength check, and he will oppose it to see if he holds on to it.
11.
He is not. You're not able to wrestle it free from him,
All right.
but you are engaged. You're holding it, and you're struggling with him.
Okay.
Okay, Foe, it's your turn.
Knock him the fuck out, Addy.
Can I use enhanced ability to help Phalius grab the blade from him?
Yes, but it will be on his turn that he gets the benefit.
Can't you just hit him or shoot him? You got a gun.
You're in my way. I don't want to shoot you.
Shoot him.
Again, like I don't think like it'll shoot. Wait, so it'll help him on his next turn.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me do that. Or
He'll have
actually,
a turn before then, though.
what?
He'll have a turn before then. So
true.
I'll have to have held on to that.
I actually want to instruct people to get around. And since we have all these guys here just like in a corner, one to get to both sides of this hallway and to whatever doorways are available so they can take, so we have a lot of different people who are able to take shots, and to send a group of them also around to flank him and get behind him.
Okay.
So that's just I'm yelling the instructions to them, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. This
How
would
many
be
people are in the room with us?
30.
a good chunk of the
Yeah, like, I wasn't sure if we're all 30. I mean, I knew we were the place to be.
It's a solid 15 at this point, if not more. Plus your group. So you've got a good chunk of people. It's filled up the hallway, and they could definitely alert the remainder.
I want Stimbolt to take. Actually, I'm going to have Hoof take a group. Let's just split us in half, and so half of us are going to stay here at this position and hold it, and he's going to take the other. Like he's going to take I'll say 7 people to go around and get behind him.
Okay. Do that as a diplomacy roll, I guess. To sort of convey this information.
16.
You convey that information. They're
Boom. Woo! You 7. Follow Misa.
Rebels. Or
Right.
Alderaan.
they're moving. For Alderaan!
Brother,
Guys? Where's everybody going?
The crowd responds, and they're starting to break off. Lieutenant Commander Dragon hits an alarm panel on the wall, and so there's people you can hear. There's the people who are not already here. The actual guards are starting to rush in the general direction of you guys. He patches into a comm and he goes, "This is Lieutenant Commander Dragon. We're being boarded by Imperials. The Empire has betrayed us. The Empire has betrayed us. Repeat, the Empire has betrayed us. Guards, we need you at the airlocks." Hoof, you're up.
all right, so we're headed towards to flank them.
Yes.
So what do I see right now? Where are we at? Like I'm peeking around the last corner.
Okay, yeah, you're rushing around the corner.
Yeah.
So you've made your full square here?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're spotted as you come around, and they get a shot off at you. You take 9 points of vitality damage,
Okay.
but you're able to shoot the guy. He's not close enough for you to like physically reach, but you could shoot him if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm aiming for the head.
Okay, with disadvantage, attack him.
That means roll twice and use
Take the worst, yeah, because you're aiming for a specific spot.
That's awesome.
Really? Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
Oh no.
First one was a 20. Second one was a 1. And plus 8.
Well, so the good news is you don't somehow hurt yourself in this situation, but the shot flies past his head.
Ah, so close.
I got so excited in the first roll. I was like, yes!
Oh, but I just have 2.
No, because you were moving, so
Oh,
you
okay.
just had the time to
Okay,
get the
cool.
one shot up.
So close. So I'm gonna hide back behind the corner then.
You're standing right there, like you just moved into position, and so you fired off the shot, and he's just fired off at you. You don't have time to get back yet. Like we're moving on to the, like in the moment. Like when we come back to you, you won't have had a chance to move yet.
Okay.
Okay. Stimbolt, you're up.
I'm still in the room, right?
Yeah,
Help
you're
me,
still
Obi-Wan
on the other
Kenobi.
side of it. Fire extinguisher is spraying in your face. You're having trouble seeing. There's all this obstruction, but you do see Phaleus locked in with this Imperial Guard.
Mortal Kombat!
Is there a way I can incapacitate this guy?
There's several, yeah.
Can I knock him unconscious?
You can try. And hit him. You're gonna try to like pistol whip him or something with your melee attack roll.
Come on, J. Mike, help me.
You try to swing at him, but it's unsuccessful because. Actually, no. You would actually have the advantage because he's grappled right now. So give it a second roll, but with advantage, or rather, if the second roll is higher, you go with that.
14.
So 14. See, you miss, but you have 2 guns in your hand, so you can try to pistol whip with the other one with advantage.
Please, J. Mike. J. Mike.
17.
You smack him across the head with your pistol whip. So give me a D6 plus your strength modifier. Okay.
You can say it out loud, J.
Okay.
Mike.
Like,
Like, it's
yeah.
important for the game.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
What is it?
The helmet starts to like break off actually because he hit him across the face where it had already been shot, and it's not a not remarkable face behind this. It's just a human, but he's partially exposed, and he's taken another hit. He's still standing, still struggling with Phaleus, but yeah, you got him.
I got him, yeah.
All right,
Good job.
Corey, give me a reflex save.
16.
You take 2 points of vitality damage. The Imperial Guardsman tosses a grenade, and you're able to leap forward towards him, away from the blast radius. But now you're in melee range of him, and he spins his blade around, but he misses you.
Boom. Make sure you
But you're now like right there with it. And the crowd that was coming with you have all pulled back, but they're about to recoup and sort of come back towards you, but you're alone for this moment.
Okay. Draw both of my blasters.
It's not your turn.
Oh, yeah.
The one
out
who
loud.
is struggling with Ben. Ben, give me another strength saving throw, or rather a strength check.
15.
He's able to slam you up against the wall. He doesn't wrestle you free, but you take 2 points of vitality damage as your back hits the wall. Okay. Or the guard rushes in and slashes at J-Mike with his Vibroblade.
Because you deserve
What's
it,
your
J. Mike.
vitality looking like?
12.
He gets you and impales you in the stomach. And you fall to the ground. You're now wounded. You're at 0 vitality right now. You're still functional. You have not started to take wound damage yet, but you are actually.
Can you imitate Luke yelling no?
I've already used my heroic moment.
He's standing right over you with his dual vibroblade, and
I'm more
you're on the ground prone.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't die on me, J. Mike. Don't you die on me.
Don't worry, I'll take you out with me.
Foe, you're up.
Yeah, with me.
Oh. Help me, Obi-Wan
No,
Kenobi.
pardon me, Phaelus. Sorry, Phaelus. Give me another strength check.
14.
Okay, you are able to shove him back. Now, you can slam him against the other wall.
Yeah.
So he also takes some damage. He's starting to get weaker.
Yeah, he
like
is.
really starting to hurt there.
Suck it up, Buttercup. You're going down.
Now it's Foe's turn.
All right, so we got one guy who's engaged with.
Yeah, around the corner, there's another guard who's engaged with Hoof and
One.
that group. And there's two right by you right now. One
Right,
is
and that's all three of them.
yeah.
Okay. The one that just impaled him, I'm in a rage. I am gonna go with Force Lightning and try to electrocute the
Okay.
crap out of him. Well, power with checks and balances, but yeah. 19.
You blast him. It racks him with pain, but he is able to resist it somewhat.
I mean, think about who his
He's got
boss
force
is.
training.
Yeah.
Felt it before.
Yeah, that was a poor choice.
Hey,
Should have gone with Tick.
No, it was an express. He notes you with surprise, and turns his attention your direction. The crowd behind you, however, has started to rally, and they're shouting, "Remember Alderaan!" The ones who are still there. And in fact, you're starting to hear more guards coming this way. Blaster fire is coming from the opposite direction, actually. Some's whizzing past, but one actually hits the guard that is entangled with Phaelus.
Yes.
And he actually dies.
Yes.
Woo! One down.
All right, Alderaanis.
The
Rebels.
Rebels.
It's your turn.
That I'm being stabbed
Okay,
twice.
now I'm gonna take both my blasters out and I'm gonna blast him in the chest.
Okay, so
It's right there.
yeah, give it 2 rolls.
Are we playing off tables? Alright. 21 and 25.
Both of those shots hit.
Boom, boom!
All right, so let me describe how this happened. You avoided his grenade and like tumbled on the ground and landed on your back, aiming up at him, and fire off both shots right at his
Just
chest.
like I imagined it.
So give me two 2d6 rolls.
8,
Right.
2.
Okay. No, that's good.
Wow.
He staggers back. You just shot him twice in the chest. His armor has taken the hit. You haven't like hurt him, but you damaged his armor. And he's surprised.
It's the only armor in all of Star Wars that actually defends it.
Well, it's the best for the guards of the Emperor.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking
Good
about?
to know.
They put plenty of money into that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He throws another grenade back at the people who had been following. It goes off. It looks like most of them avoid it, but a couple people die. And he starts to make a retreat towards the airlock, firing shots. He shoots another one of the people, and that person goes down. It's the guy who had the high score, actually, in the pod race. No! So he's taking a defensive position.
Craig.
Great.
Then there's the one who looked up to see Foe. Foe, he takes a swing with his Vibroblade at you. What's your defense?
15.
He misses you, but he lets the momentum of the spin whirl around and takes out a guard that rushes up at him, and then spins the blade and does 5 points of wound damage to Stimbolt. And then, as he spins his blade around one more time, Sorry, what's your defense one more time, Foe?
15.
15. He hits you.
I'm gonna kill him so bad.
And you take 5 points of vitality damage.
All right.
It's game time with this motherfucker.
Can I make a move or?
It is Phaelius's turn right now.
I'm grabbing that Vibroblade off of the dead guard, and I'm going to go kick some dick.
Okay.
Is he like? Is he? Is he like? Okay. Is he? Is
He's only a
he?
few feet away from you.
Okay, but is he facing me or?
No, he's paying attention
Singing
to
ourselves.
greater threats.
Okay, I'm gonna put a knife in his back.
Okay.
Plus 4 is 23.
That is a hit. Give me a D6 plus your strength mod.
Only one. It's not a real Vibroblade. Because my
Well, you get the bonuses, right?
yeah, because I have 2 dice 6 plus 1 on my sheet for Vibroblade weapons.
Yeah, that's fine.
10.
Okay. You slash into his armor. It takes the hit, but he recoils back. Clearly, he's realizing that he's surrounded by a much larger force. He did not expect, you can imagine, everyone to be huddled right at the airlock where they're making their entry.
Surprise, bitch!
Foe, you're up.
I want to use Force Strike, so it would just basically an aggressive force push
Okay.
against him.
Push him into my blade.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Actually, describe what direction you're going to try to. Well, make the attack first, and then describe how.
Okay, cool. Because he's right now he's engaged in a fight with
Yeah.
But
I just stabbed him in
Fairly
the back.
surrounded. Clearly, he was able to spin as he was like spinning his blade around. He was hitting multiple people in this buzzsaw of doom.
18. And so I want to push him closer to the airlock.
Okay, so
Let him escape?
just to clarify, there's the airlock that they came in from, and there's the airlock over by where the Susan has
where
just
we-
docked.
yeah.
Yes. So, which is where you guys came in initially.
Yeah.
You are pushing him to the one where Susan's docked, or the one that they entered from.
To the Susan, because I want to finish. I want him to be dead. I'm not letting. We don't want him to miss.
You shove him up against the airlock, and he is momentarily pinned by you up against the shut doors of the airlock. All right, the crowd is rallying. They are starting to try to pile on to this one guy. The other group that was with Hoof are starting to deal with the casualties in their group, but are also starting to amass themselves. Hoof, you're up.
So a guy's running away from me. Has he gotten into his airlock yet, where they came from, or?
No, he just took up a defensive position. He's taken cover around some of the burst open door, but he's not like running for it.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna jump out, and I'm gonna shoot him again with 2 while I'm in the air.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, John Woo.
So he has cover. So make both shots with disadvantage because he has cover.
All right. 4 and 10.
So you got a 15 and you got a 4 for the 2 attack rolls.
Okay. Oh, plus so 23 and 12.
All right. So you shoot him once. Give me an attack roll or the damage roll. Pardon me. 2d6.
7.
All right. He takes some more.
He's not dead.
Like get a shoulder.
Boom.
Ah,
Go barrel rolls or anything.
he drops the gun he was holding.
Nice.
No, that was
That's it.
you were prone, so I'm guessing since you described jumping, you do like a kip up, and on your way up, you fire off the 2 shots.
Woo, fancy.
Yeah.
It's got that like that frog rabbit agility.
That's right.
Stimbolt, you're up. or rather, you're down, but you're
Don't you die on
you're
me!
capable of functioning. You're just wounded.
Is he still impaled on it, or is...
No, he's just got a gash in his stomach.
Okay. How much vitality do you have left, by the way?
I have 0.
Okay, you're getting into wounds now?
Yeah, I've been in wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need to know.
Yeah. Wounds are where you die, Jim.
Yeah, like I was out of vitality when I got stabbed, and then
All right.
You're fine.
All right, we're good. Let's move on. I just
walk
need
it
to-
off, man.
Need to know for my own information.
Yeah, I don't need to hear the history of your life.
like, I'm still inside the room, right? I'm like by the door, by the room.
Yeah.
Can I like move further into the room so I don't get hit by anything else?
To hide inside the
Yeah.
bunk that you.
Coward.
Yes, you may.
You coward.
Okay. I'm gonna take. Let's see. I'm gonna hide. 2.
Yeah, everyone clearly sees you ducking back into this, but
I'm gonna use Inspire to have him run in by himself with no weapons.
Nice. We're going.
Okay. But you're back there. Do you want to do like a heal check to see if you can sort of try to close your wounds or anything? Some heal in there. Hold on.
There's a
No, sorry.
not
treat
on
injury.
It's
I
not
have
on
treat
that.
injury.
It's
on
treat
mine.
injury. Yeah.
Do we have med packs?
Let's say there's a med
have
pack in
med
the room.
Let's just say there is.
Yeah, we'll say there is. It makes sense. It would,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
There was a first aid station near
Yeah.
the alarm that,
Yeah.
the commander.
Yeah, you're able to get to it.
Put a band-aid on.
So give yourself a treat injury check.
Back to Band-Aid.
Back-aid.
5.
All right. You are just looking at it and just being like, there is so much blood coming out of me right now.
Bring the guy in, Saving Private Ryan.
How long are these things?
He goes around looking for his arm. I'm bleeding.
All right. So you're hiding and you're not
worst.
doing much for yourself at the moment.
It's
Okay.
not going great right
The
now.
worst, J. Mike.
The Imperial Guard that is over by Hoof, having been disarmed of his blaster, leaps out around the corner, blade drawn, and dives into the crowd of Alderaanians.
Jeez.
And let's do it this way.
Should have inspired him with rocket.
And with his spinning blade of doom, kills 5 of them.
Maybe
I think that covers the entire group that was over there, actually. So that crowd,
Yeah.
he
Those
leaps
17.
in, blade spinning, and just like cuts through people. Like it seems that as he slices through one, he then like is propelled to leap and cleave into the next one, and then draw his blade and just continue this like flurry of just death. As he then turns around and locks his visor on Hoof Lung Dung.
It was that guy.
Whoa.
The
time to
other
lose
guard,
one's
who is
head.
pinned against the wall, he seems to struggle against your powers and pushes back. Give me a will save. You are taken aback by the force of this guard's will, so much so that you actually take 2 points of vitality damage as he pushes back at you. He throws a grenade into the crowd on your side. Everyone except for Hoof give me a reflex save, including Stimbolt. But Stimbolt gets advantage on his because he's in across a room.
10.
19.
24.
All right.
Unless pizza was involved.
There might have been some in the,
So,
in the room where they were playing video.
Stimbolt, you're fine.
Pizza.
Foe, you take 3 points of damage.
Wait, with the 19?
Yes, you made the save. And Phaelus, you take 6 points of damage.
All right.
And a good chunk of the crowd takes the shot. Lieutenant Commander Dragon is clearly injured by it. And with that, it's Peleus' turn.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Who's closest to me? Which one of these bad guys is closest to me?
There's only one close to you. The other one's around the corner, fighting with the move.
All right, well, I'm going to kill the one that was closest to me with my Vibroblade.
Okay. It's a double blade, so you can try to make 2 attacks.
Okay. 8, 16.
The second one hits him.
Four.
Okay. All right. He takes the slash. His armor is still clearly protecting him from a lot of you, but the force of the impact is starting to wear on him a little bit. Foe, you're up.
Just looking around, and I see all these dead Alderaanians, and I'm a little
It's like the scene off of Private Ryan.
Right.
Everything goes mute.
right. I'm starting to doubt my ability to command this group a little bit.
You should. You just killed everybody.
Lieutenant Commander Dragon's hurt.
Exactly.
He's
I
gotta
know
survive.
he's mission critical. So
Get him.
I want to use heal on him.
Okay.
So heal another. Do I have med packs?
You guys have some
med
med packs in your. Yeah, you can do treat injury.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do treat injuries instead.
Okay.
I saw that roll.
I know. It's like great.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right, J. Mike.
It's 11. I'm not treating J Mike.
I know.
It's 11.
You're having trouble. Like there's.
Well, I had some.
You're not making it worse, but assessing the damage, there seems to be a lot of like small bits of shrapnel in him, but not deep. You don't think he's gonna die from the wounds he's suffered so far. Fo, you can do one more thing with your turn.
I'm just gonna take a shot at the remaining guard.
With your blaster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dear God. Oh. 12.
Completely misses him.
Yep.
The crowd is in chaos. More guards have come, but they seem to be just getting cut down by these 2 Imperial Guards. But there seems to be a sentiment of like, this was not a big crew, and now a good percentage of them is dead. Like they're freaking out and kind of want to get out of here. Oof, you're up.
Do I have a clear shot at yet?
He's standing right in front of you.
Okay. That was you said he's jumping inside.
Yeah, well, he turned and faced you at the end.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Yeah, give it 2 attack rolls.
2. Oh my God. 10-10. Ren 10-10.
The shots just go right by his head on both sides. He doesn't even seem to flinch.
Having flashbacks of the arena.
Stimbolt, you're up.
No, you're down.
Find enough.
Yeah, go for
We're
it.
gonna treat injury. Here we go. 20. 17.
All right, you are able to start like kind of gauzing the crap out of the. Not for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It was with the modifier. Sorry. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh yes. Because he's bad at treating injury.
Right.
He has several minuses because his stats are terrible.
The worst Zabrak in the universe.
But he's able to start gauzing the crap out of you. You're not bleeding out or anything. You're able to move freely despite your wounds.
This is a step forward.
Yes.
This is progress.
So you've not healed yourself. You still have those wound points, but you are not impeded in movement. Like it hurts like hell, but you are able to move around freely.
You can fight now, J. Mike, is what he's trying to tell you.
Yay.
Please fight now, J. Mike. You have 2 big guns.
Or run.
Or run. You could run. You could run.
Where's Slippery Jim? Have they not heard the explosions and stuff going on?
But Slippery Jim doesn't get into fights.
There's somebody who could help us.
The airlock
somewhere.
door starts to open up.
Nope.
This seems like the wrong place.
And from that airlock, blaster fire starts popping out. Slippery Jim is standing there, as is Pigo. They're both letting off shots, but they are not leaving their defended position.
Is Reggie there with them, or is he still on the other ship?
No, Reggie is on a different ship.
He's on the cosmologist with
This would have been his moment.
He's lived the whole life.
All right. The one guard charges at Hoof.
Kill him.
Matrix. I did the Matrix move again.
Oh. For no
That was
reason.
so good.
Yeah, he's like 15 feet away from me, but I'm still like.
Just moving real slow backward, just falling over.
Tell you what, I am going to give you a tumble check to actually do that.
For no reason.
17.
He swings his blade at you, and you handspring just out of his reach. So the blade just like flies over your chest, and you find yourself 10 feet away, actually much closer now to the airlock out. And as blaster shots from Slippery Jim and Pigo fly past your head in his general direction, but don't hit anything. But it looks really badass when you do it. That was a cool move.
That's worth it.
Yeah, totally.
It's worth it just to look good.
Where are the doves? We need doves to fly out now.
Right? But we got Minox, we don't have doves.
The other guard throws another grenade into the crowd.
This guy.
Yeah, what?
Several.
All of them?
Well, and also this is his second one that he's thrown. Not the other one had thrown the others. And everyone give me reflex saves.
Jesus.
You're still in the other room, so you get advantage on yours.
18.
17.
Oof is not doing the reflex save.
No, I just dropped my dice.
Okay. So Stembolt is fine. You guys each take 2 points to the vitality damage.
Oh, well, I'm in wounds damage.
So you're in wounds now. So shrapnel flies out and like pelts you.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Guards are coming up from behind, and he leaps past you and impales his vibroblade into one of the guards who's coming up and rides the guard down to the ground. So he's now facing away from you, but has just killed another member of the crew. Phaelius, you're up.
Kill the one closest to me with my vibroblades.
Okay, so you're gonna have to move to get up to him, so you can only make one attack when you do.
Oh, man. All right.
Hey, do you guys have the lieutenant commander?
He's with you, right?
Yeah.
This does not looking good. You should evacuate.
Yeah. I'll hold him off. You guys get aboard the Susan. Go.
Okie doke, come on.
Yep.
So 16 plus 4 is 20.
Yeah, you hit him.
7.
Okay. You slash into his back. It doesn't go deep, but you're in his armor. Foe, it's on you. Are you going to try to get the lieutenant commander off the ship?
Taking the lieutenant commander. I'm headed towards Slippery Jim and Pico right now.
All right. As you're pulling him off, he's in one of those like little hand comm units, being like, "All men evacuate. Abandon ship. Abandon ship. All personnel to the airlocks. Abandon ship, but be cautious." And people start rushing the last stragglers, like the couple of people who are still up on the bridge, start making their way down. Hoof, you're up. Are you going to try to get off? You're still facing off against a guard as well.
Yeah, I have no choice. I have to fire because he's right in front of me.
Okay. Are you going to like do like a back off firing 2 shots or?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, as I'm backing off. 24. 17.
Okay. Both of those hit. So give me 2 damage roll.
10. 8.
All right.
Die.
You get him twice in the stomach. He winces in pain, but has not gone down.
Why won't you die?
Why won't you just die?
So, Stimbolt, you're up. Just past you to the right is where Phallius is engaged with the Imperial Guard. To your left, outside the room, is where the airlock out to the Susan is.
Can I give foe some suppressing fire so he can get the lieutenant commander to safety?
Who are you suppressing the fire?
At the other guy who was fighting.
They're already coming around the corner, so they're good.
Just took a swing at him.
I thought the guy who was fighting. That,
Well, but he's already made the escape, and you don't actually see their engagement.
I just go towards the ship.
Okay, so you make the ball.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
All right, Stimbolt is.
Just kidding. I want to help out. Phallius.
No, just go to the ship.
I want to help out Phallius.
No, go to the ship.
You don't have to be noble.
You're gonna get yourself killed,
Scruffy
fool.
Nerfherders, man.
We're good to go. Never leave a man behind. Take a couple of shots at the guy he's fighting.
So you come out and you take 2 shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna kill him.
You're totally gonna wildly miss and hit you.
Oh. 18 and 22.
Both of those shots hit.
Bomb. Nice.
So it's 3d6 twice.
You gotta add it up.
Oh, it's
Add
11.
it up.
Nine.
All right. He's not down if that's what you're wondering.
Oh my god, this guy.
This armor is unbelievable.
Maybe this is the new Imperial project. good armor.
Both Phallius and Stimbolt give me fortitude saves. Okay, Stimbolt is hurled back 10 feet, putting him right by the hallway out to the airlock. Phallius resisted a forced shove.
That's right, I did. That's what a badass I am. I'm not messing
Don't
around.
get cocky, kid.
The guard turns to face Phallius. Clearly, he is able to manifest some force powers, although he's not necessarily trained to do more precise ones. Phallius, you're up.
All right, I'm used to this because I've been fighting with this goofball the whole time. All right, here we go. Both Vibroblades attack.
Okay.
15, that was 19. And 7 and 4 is 11.
One of those hits.
Okay. 11.
Okay. You can't tell. His armor is looking pretty ragged, but he doesn't seem to be moving slower as a result.
Okay.
He's a machine.
He's alive, guys! Get off this ship!
Bo, it's your turn. You've made it to the airlock with Lieutenant Commander. Hoof and Phallius are still face to face with guards, although Hoof has a little bit of distance between him. and
I've got
guard.
to the airlock, but the commander is safely on the ship. I can rejoin the fight, right?
You could, yes. And Stimbolt is on the ground, but right in front of you, having been forced
Get
back
him on the
by the
ship. Get
force.
him on the ship. This one. Before he dies on us.
How much wound damage do you have? 8? Oh, jeez.
Get him on the ship before he dies.
I'm gonna pull Stimbolt onto the ship.
I can stand and shoot from cover, guys.
All right.
Can you?
Yes.
So you pull him onto the ship. The remaining crew from the vessel are pouring on, and by pouring on I mean it's like at this point maybe 4 or 5 people. It's not a lot of people, but they're getting on there. Hoof, you're face to face, but you could easily back up just a little bit and be on the ship at this point.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get on the ship.
Okay, so you're backing off, firing off two shots.
Yeah, firing off 2 shots.
Okay, so give me 2 attack rolls.
10 and 18.
Are we about to abandon failures? I mean, it's looking like that.
One of this hits.
One of those hits. Boom. I'm on the ship now?
All right, yeah, you're on the ship. Give me a damage roll.
Oh. 2.
2d6.
Oh. 3.
Like,
3 total?
3
it's
total.
not okay.
Okay.
if you just like leave your clothes in a pile because you don't have force power. Just so you know that.
Stimbald, you're on the ship and wounded. I guess you try to find like a more sophisticated med pack?
Yes.
All right. Alias,
I'm just like,
what's your defense?
It is 14.
and then run away from the pile of clothes.
It's 14.
Yep.
Oh, God.
What's your vitality?
29.
What? You've taken some damage, haven't you?
Yeah. I got 40. I started with 43.
Oh my god.
Exactly. I told you.
What have you been eating?
I'm ready to go, baby.
You take 19 points of vitality damage.
Oh, there goes that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're locked in combat with this guy. It's dual vibroblade to dual vibroblade. Just yeah.
I'm dueling the fates of this motherfucker. I'm going down in the blazing glory. Everybody go, get on the ship.
Hey, sir, we cannot abandon you, Short Tongue. You have been...
Get on the ship.
We are on the ship. You need to come on the ship, too. And Slippery Jim, like, pulls around the corner and is, like, firing off shots, but it is trying to get the guy, but you're in the way.
Just go. I'm going to attack. That's a 16 and a 25.
Both hit.
That's 13 and a 9. The first shot, he like just like leans back and you like get him on the stomach and you spin around and you slice his throat open. Get on the damn ship. Shut up and bleed.
Does anybody have any grenades on our side?
There's only one person out there at this point.
It's just me.
You hear the Imperial coming, or the other Imperial coming up. He's firing off shots into the Susan right now, but he hasn't actually made it across towards the airlock. And he is about 10 feet behind you.
Do I get to that another? Can I do another attack?
You can make a run either to attack him or to try to get into the Susan before
Get into
he
the
gets there and
Susan.
shuts
Get in the Susan!
Grab the pod racing game.
Is he between me and?
No.
He's not quite between you. He'll be if you give him a second, he will be in between. But you could make a dash and get past him.
Got covering fire from Pigo. Slippery Jim.
Like pig. All right, I'm gonna make my break for the Susan.
All right, give me a reflex save to get through there.
12.
Okay, you jump past him, and the airlock doors shut just in time as this guy is like up against the airlock, like holding the blade, looking at you as the Susan departs, and you start to take off outside of the asteroid field of Alderaan. As you exit the asteroid field, your shields light up. It hits. Smash, smash. You guys feel it. It shakes you.
Whoa!
He's a Star Destroyer! They are here to kill us.
Vader's on that ship.
Drink, you son of a bitch.
Another shot. Our shields cannot handle another hit. We still need to get out of here. The Star Destroyer's cannon begins charging up for another salvo when a blast of energy pelts its side. Isa, Reggie, and Fendir! You boys got what you needed?
We got it.
Then make a break for it.
No, we're not leaving you.
Oh, we've got this. Go.
You said it, my flat-faced brother.
You know what, my carbon copy compadre?
The computer can't calculate a safe route. You're gonna have to jump blind.
We've got a plan. Now go.
No, you can't do this. Not my ship. Do not mourn for us, my friend, for we are already dead. But my ship,
We gotta go. Come on, Slippery Jim. We gotta go.
it's gonna be a blind jump. Punch it, Fendir.
I'll punch it, but Reggie, something I need to tell you first.
What's that, my friend?
Well, remember that one time I folded you that special towel? And I
It was
handed
most special.
Well, remember how you were wondering why I was so stiff and crusty, and I said I just used extra starch?
Well, yeah, it's special treatment for your special friend.
That wasn't extra starch, my friend.
Oh.
All right, let's punch it.
With that, Fendir accelerates the Cosmopolitan Swift to faster than light speed, directly in line with the Star Destroyer. You see the shields of the Star Destroyer light up and rupture just as Slippery Jim hits the acceleration itself and sends the Susan into hyperspace, making a blind jump. With that, we end the session.
No, are you shitting me?
I was expecting more of like a Luke. No!
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I can't believe we
Did that just happen?
just lost Fendir and Reggie.
Oh my God.
And I'm definitely gonna need some time.
This is way bigger than losing Glenn on The Walking Dead for me.
Well, there's no magic dumpsters here, so these guys are most assuredly dead. So remember, you can find links to this and our other shows while we're processing this. You can refresh yourself with past episodes.
I need Chris Hardwick.
So yeah, we'll have talking Scruffy Nerfherders after this. No, we won't, because our other shows are another pass, certain point of view news. But until next time,
Stay scruffy, my nerf herders.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.